The deep sea is the world's biggest living habitat. Sea covers 70% of the Earth's total surface area, with 90% of that being deep sea. Because the oceans are far too large to investigate, we know relatively little about them. We know more about the universe than we do about the waters in our own backyard. Here are 5 special deep ocean animals. 1. Goblin shark. This monster has been spotted off the shores of the United States and Australia. The goblin shark does not have a pleasant look. It detects prey from a distance by using the long pointed projection on its head. He can devour his prey in one sitting. The goblin shark has a pointed snout and tiny eyes and is white or grey in color. The shark was described for the first time in 1898. This animal had not been photographed in a long time. The earliest photographs of this shark were taken at the turn of the century. As a result, it is a relatively unknown shark. It is also unknown how many and how deep they reside. The fish may grow to be 3.3 meters long and weigh more than 160 kilos. The goblin shark's physical traits, such as floppy body components and short fins, indicate that they are slow in nature. They feed on teleost, fish, cephalopods, and crustaceans near the seafloor as well as in the middle of the water column. The long snout is coated with Lorenzini ampullae, which let the sensitive jaws to detect minor electric fields created by adjacent prey. Deep-sea fishermen mistakenly catch a small number of goblin sharks. 2. Dumbo octopus. The enormous ears on their bodies give these octopuses their name. Despite the fact that they appear to be incredibly cute rather than menacing, they are true predators. These tiny creatures encircle their victim with their tentacles and consume it slowly but steadily. Fortunately, these octopuses spend much of their time at the ocean's bottom. They are searching the entire region for their next delectable food. They mostly eat krill, but they also enjoy the occasional jellyfish. The Dumbo octopus ears aren't the only thing that stands out, their eyes are also enormous. The creatures can't see very well, despite the size of their eyes. That isn't required because the deep sea is so dark. Using their tentacles, for example, the creatures mostly navigate by sensation. The water's movement also serves as a navigational aid for the animals, allowing them to know where they are at all times. The majority of Dumbo octopuses are tiny, measuring approximately 12 inches in length on average, 30 centimeters. There are, however, exceptions. There are species that can grow to be at least 1.5 meters long. In fact, the world's largest Dumbo octopus was over 6 feet long. This animal was likewise rather large, weighing about 6 kilograms. These creatures are available in a variety of hues, ranging from white to red and brown. They, like many other octopuses, can quickly change their color. They may opt to alter the outer layer of their skin to better blend in with its surroundings. This is advantageous because the Dumbo octopus can readily hide from foes in this manner. Fun fact, many octopuses have the unique ability to create ink, which helps them to flee from predators. Unfortunately, Dumbo octopuses lack ink pockets, but they don't require them. The blinding effect of black ink is, of course, useless in the dark. Instead of ink sacs, their suction cups have tiny wisps. This helps them to thoroughly examine their surroundings, which is very useful in a dark setting. Dumbo octopuses, for example, have adapted admirably to their surrounding. Because these creatures' bodies are so soft. As soon as they are brought out of the water, their bodies begin to shrink. To maintain their bodies in shape, they require a lot of pressure. When a result, bringing a Dumbo octopus to the surface to inspect it is challenging since its body takes on an extraordinarily strange form as the pressure drops. 3. Frilled shark. This shark is referred to as a living fossil by some. The frilled shark hasn't altered much over time. Above all, these fearsome monsters have a mouthful of dreadful fangs. The teeth act in a similar way as Velcro. They feature razor-sharp ragged edges that make it impossible for flailing fish to escape. Is the fish still in the frilled shark's mouth? Then there are the backward-pointing teeth, which guarantee that the prey is devoured quickly. The frilled shark is a deep-sea fish that can survive at depths of up to 15-70 meters. It is most commonly found at depths of 50 to 1280 meters. They are extremely difficult to come by, which made hunting them nearly impossible in the past. As a result, they had nothing to fear from humans, and their populations stayed relatively constant. The frilled shark is a benthic fish, yet it is possible to see them on the surface of the water on rare occasions. Japan, Australia, the Caribbean, Chile, New Zealand, the Atlantic, the Mediterranean, the Arctic, and West Africa are the most common places they dwell. You'll have to travel to these regions and hope for the best if you want to view them in the wild. In Japan, you have the highest chance of sighting one in the wild. No one has ever seen a frilled shark hunt, let alone eat, but autopsies have revealed that they enjoy squid, sharks, and other bony fish species. Squid that are wounded or fatigued are supposed to be their primary prey. It's also thought that they use surprise assaults to catch their victim off guard. They can swallow whole prey measuring half their body length because to their flexible jaws. It's also conceivable that they suck in prey by shutting their gills, although this is theoretical because no one has ever observed them do it. We don't know much about frilled sharks, but because to study on 264 frilled sharks in Japan's Suruga Bay, we now know a lot about how they reproduce. The female frilled shark's pregnancy may be the longest of any living thing. She's been expecting for 78 months. So that's 3.5 years. This is twice the length of an elephant's trunk. The female frill shark is bigger than the male, which makes sense given that she needs to carry an average of 2 to 12 offspring. She has an average of 6 baby frill sharks every year. Unfortunately, neonates' prospects of surviving in the wild are quite slim, which is clearly not favorable to their survival. 4. Vampire squid. These squids employ a variety of strategies in order to capture their prey. They can grasp prey with their huge tentacles, but they may also paralyze their victims by injecting a slime into them. They may also emit light, which might cause adversaries with huge luminous eyes to get confused. As a result, the vampire squid is not an animal you want to come across in the seas. Despite the notion that vampires prefer living victims, the vampire ichthys is not opposed to devouring a dead animal's leftovers. This deep-sea squid, with a maximum length of 30 centimeters, presents little threat to humans. Cnidarians, tiny one-eyed crabs, and Dendrobranchiata are known to be eaten by vampire squids, but nothing else is known about their diet. Vampire squids are eaten by a variety of bigger, deep-sea fish and whales. In addition to its 8 arms, the vampire squid contains 2 long thread-like organs that are placed within the body but may be removed. These organs are only present in the vampire squid and no other squid species has them. The filaments are coated with tiny hairs and are densely packed with nerve cells. The vampire squid ejects a filament and waits for food to stick to it. It eats sea snow, which consists of, among other things, the excrement of shrimp-like creatures, slime and the remains of dead organisms such as algae and microscopic animals. All these remains slowly sink into the depths, stick together and form sea snow. Then he scrapes off the food, makes slimy balls and puts them in his mouth. This species is often found in a stance with its arms spread open with a web of skin between them, possibly acting as a prey net. Vampire squids can also adopt a stance in which their arms and the web of skin between them are pulled backwards over their bodies, presumably for protection. The body of a vampire squid is quite soft and brittle and has little muscle mass, yet the vampire squid is able to swim quite fast. 5. Black swallower. The black wolverine stands true to its name, since it enjoys a large feast. The fish's belly is elastic and may extend a long way. This permits them to grab prey that is considerably larger than they are. Because the black wolverine lives at a depth of roughly 3,000 meters, this is crucial. Because food is rare in this area, the fish must be able to survive on a pleasant nibble for an extended period of time. The black wolverine has never been recorded on film, but that is about to change. Thank you for watching this video. I'm hoping you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel and click the like button. Until next time.